Enjoy all episodes of the RCWR Show on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio.
Tyga. I guess that's his name. Tyga. Rapper Tyga, who of course is in a relationship with Kylie Jenner, who is the daughter of Caitlyn Jenner, aka Bruce Jenner. He's made headlines in a big way as photos of his erect penis leaked online, allegedly by porn star Mia Isabella. Now, for those of you that might not be aware of Mia Isabella, as I am familiar with the porn industry, I know about who's the hottest names and, you know, who's popular and, you know, what's got the people talking and all that. After all, we did interview the one and only Miss Nina Hartley. We had a funny ass message, by the way, that had came in about Nina Hartley the other day that just had me in a chuckle. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at it right now. I'm not going to put this guy's name out there. You guys don't even see it because it's actually under review. But he goes, Nina Hartley, you are the sexiest white woman alive to ever suck and fuck well-hung black cock for a sexy white woman. I only hope if you have a white daughter, you teach her the art of interracial sucking and fucking. Teach her to wear short dresses, nylons, and heels for her black lovers. Tell her never to take those nylons or pantyhose off during interracial sex. I have watched you many years sucking and fucking well-hung black meat, interracial gangbangs, Oreo cookies, balled by the most well-hung niggas, and interracial porn today. You put the young white girls to shame. I mean that in a nasty way. Nina, please take off those sheer nylons or pantyhose during interracial sex and make you look like a true black cock whore you were bred to be. Nina Hartley, I love you, and I would lick your sweet white pussy after a dozen or so black guys come inside you, just a chance to screw you and feel where those nasty well-hung black dicks have been. P.S. White girl, this white boy of almost 55 years old on September 7th on Labor Day. I love you so much. Never stop wearing nylons and great art belts in interracial sex. I like said, I love white girl. Keep on sucking black schlong till your 100th baby. What was funny about this? No periods was in any of what this guy just said. It's just a run-on fucking sentence, right? So we got our weirdos out there. Of course I didn't approve that, you know, but here on the podcast edition of the RCWR show, you know, we're intended for a more mature audience, so, you know, we can go there and everything. I'm getting ready to go in an area where hopefully at this point, if you're not at least 17 or older, you need to stop right now. You damn sure need to stop after that spew of shit I just said from one of those fans there. As I'm getting ready to go a little bit into an area that may make younger folks uncomfortable. If you insist on listening, get your parents' permission, have them listen to this part, and have them figure out if they can have you come in. Mia Isabella, I am familiar with. I have seen some of her work. I have heard about her. She is I will give her props. She is a very attractive transsexual. Need to make sure we stress that. She is a transsexual. Very attractive transsexual. She is a well-hung transsexual at that, as what really has Mia popular. Two things. Beauty. You would not know she was at one point a man. I mean, she's gone there. She's got the boobs. She's got the hips. You know, all that. But she still has the penis, which is the second thing that she's known for. She's pretty fucking hung. She will put a lot of guys to shame. All right. She's pretty fucking hung. And that's what really has her very popular right now. But apparently these photos of Tyga's penis that had leaked was allegedly from the porn star. The leaker also claims that Tyga had been cheating on Kylie Jenner with Mia behind Kelly's back. And, in case you haven't seen these pictures of Tyga's penis, he's at a salute. Let me tell you, he is at a salute. There's no denying that it's him. And, hey, I appreciate the fact that he manned up and said that the pictures were his. Yeah, you have to admit it because you've got your distinct trademark tattoos and shit from the photos that is floating around. There was also a series of texts that was also released. Now, the series of texts show Tyga and Mia have been carrying on what's been described as a 3-year sexual affair without Kylie Jenner and his ex, Blac Chyna, knowing about it until now. Now, Tyga's lawyer has confirmed to TMZ that the photos of his member are authentic, but his lawyer believes that the person he sent them to betrayed him and used them to manufacture a fake story. Tyga's lawyer also says that the allegations, presumably about the affair, are false and socially irresponsible during a time when many Americans are celebrating equally. What does an alleged affair and leaked photos have to do with equality? That's the question I'd have to bring to you guys. But no matter what, Tyga, he's got his share of explaining to do to Kylie and Blac Chyna, as you would imagine. And after a source sent alleged text messages between Mia and Tyga, the apparent interaction seemed to spell out a conversation between the two discussing what they would say if this story ever became public. Now, Mia crafted an excuse saying she'd pretend to be an employee of Tyga's who worked on his fashion line, Last King's Clothing. Now, there is an excerpt. You can see the whole exchange, but I just want to read to you a key part. Now, Mia allegedly wrote, "If any haters try to publicly connect us, I'll only ever say we were friends through fashion because of my work as a stylist and your clothing line, never sexual. Cause that hoe who used to be my roommate been running her mouth, and that bitch we did a threesome with last summer, and we hoe who used to be my friend." Now, Tyga then allegedly responded, "Okay, don't trip. That's why we gotta be low key. Can't trust no one." So, I'm sure Mia Isabella is a hot commodity right now. I'm sure a lot of people are probably trying to secure an interview with her and find out what's going on. It's so funny, too, because right before I came on the air, I said to my girl, I said, I wouldn't mind trying to get Mia Isabella on the show. And she was like, "Oh, do you have to? Can you skip? Because you're about to land another interview that's gonna really have people talking. Do you have to?" And I was like, "Well, I could tell she was a bit uncomfortable." And I said, "Okay." I was like, "I'll let the other people have their fun, because I have the access to get to Mia. I know a person that knows a person that can make it happen. But I'm gonna let it go. I'm just gonna kick back like the rest of you guys and see how everything plays out. What do I think about this? There's a couple of things I think with regards to this. Number one, you look back on the historic week that came right before Independence Day and all that. What's it been now? 2 weeks almost, where same-sex marriage has been approved in all 50 states. So you no longer have to walk down the street in shame and all that. You can proudly hold your lover's hand because you can go get married. And hey, although some people may not understand it, it is by God your right to get married to that person of the same gender. You want to do it, go do it. So for Tyga, whatever the fuck your name is, man, Twy Guy, whatever, thank you Georgia, or whatever the fuck you're calling yourself, Tyga, to you, I say this, my friend. If your sexual preference is men and women, there's nothing wrong with that. If you like double dipping, you like playing both sides, there's nothing wrong with that. The problem that I have personally is when you get to a point where you're in a very serious relationship with somebody, and, you know, basically it's like, well, you know what? I've been enjoying my potato salad for the past 8 months, but now, I don't know. Now I'm ready for some carrots. I'm ready for some carrots now. But I kind of like having my potato salad over here. Maybe I can still have my potato salad on the side, and I can just get some carrots over here on the low. Potato salad don't need to know about the carrots. You know, when you start having that thought in your head, honestly, it's time to really sit down with yourself and just be like, okay, do I want to continue to be in a monogamous relationship? Do I want to continue to be with this person and only this person? Or am I getting to a point where I want to play the field? I want to play on both teams, right? So, I mean, you really, first of all, Tyga, you really got to sit down with yourself. And anybody that's been in this position before, you know, you really got to just sit down and say to yourself, is it really worth it? Because if you continue to operate in a way where I'm going to have my potato salad and I'm just going to keep doing my thing with the carrots over here, eventually paths are going to cross, feelings are going to get hurt. And the last thing that needs to happen is somebody being hurt, somebody being a casualty, you know, whether that is emotionally or physically, as, you know, you could by accident be carrying a disease that you give to your partner as a result of that double dipping and all that other shit. So, I mean, there's a couple of different ways that, you know, it can go. So first off, you got to be honest to yourself and say, okay, do I really want to continue to be in this relationship, you know, or am I ready to, you know, move on? What exactly do I want? Do I want a double dip? You know, what exactly do I want? If he loves this person, fantastic. If he loves Kelly, do what needs to be done to strengthen the relationship with Kelly, make things work. I'm not buying this shit about, oh, this is somebody that's just doing it out of revenge. All right, so you already admitted that the dick pic is yours. You've owned up to that. But basically you're saying this is basically a manufacturer of hate, of jealousy. This is what I don't understand. How can anyone else obtain your dick pic unless you sent it to them directly? I'm not really going to buy that whole, oh, I sent it to the wrong person. Although it has happened. I will admit it. Shit like that, it does happen. I remember this one time, my ex-wife, I'll never forget this. My ex-wife, she was drinking one night, and you know, I was at a friend's house, and she was seeing her parents for the weekend, and she was telling me how horny she was and all that, and you know, I said, well, you know, just a couple of more days, and I'll take care of that itch for you. And the next thing I know, she goes, did you get it? And I'm like, did I get what? And she's like, I sent you a picture of my tits. And my ex-wife, she had like these just gigantic tits. They were real. It was like 36D. And I said, no, I didn't get your pic. And she's like, well, wait a minute. And she go, oh my God, I sent the pictures to your best friend. I'm like, you know, my best friend Brian. And I'm like, you sent them to Brian? And she's like, yeah, I sent them to Brian. I'm like, oh, fuck. And Brian had a field day. Brian, you know, he's married for a long time and all that. He said you know, because when we saw him in person, or rather when I saw him in person before bringing her along, he told me about the incident. And he said, yeah, man. He said, damn. He said, dude, your girl got some nice tits. I said, thanks. He's like, yeah, I woke the missus up and I showed it to her before I deleted it. And she was like, damn, those are some suckable tits. And so, I mean, it can happen. It's like 1 in a million, but it can happen. You can send the pic a intimate pic to the wrong person, right? I'm not really buying that with this situation, though. I'm just not. I think there's a lot more that meets the eye. And it's a weird situation. It's a very sticky situation. But that young girl, Kylie Jenner, she deserves clarity. If this guy is interested in playing the fields, or if he's in a position right now where he's not really sure if he's bi, or if he just straight up likes men, or if he likes the idea of women that are nicely shaped and they have a dick in between their legs, he needs to figure all that out. I hate when stuff like this comes about, because at the end of the day, it's really none of our business. It just really isn't. It's not doing anybody any harm, and it's really none of our business. This is just an eternal thing, and I would hope that Caitlyn and Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner, I would hope that the Jenner family steps it up and really tries to... That Jenner family is a crazy batch of motherfuckers, I'd say. A very interesting batch.